imposter syndrome. And this week I want to specifically focus on fear. I know. Dun, dun, dun. Little early in the morning to be dropping F-bombs, don't we think? Never too early for an F-bomb. And you know what? This is the F-bomb that most people will avoid. Okay. As humans, we are literally designed to either seek pleasure or avoid pain. Okay. And anybody that's ever been in a state of fear, which if you're human watching this right now, you have been. You've been in fear before, and you will do anything to avoid it. Okay. So we have these like stages of fear that we kind of go through. Okay. But they're inevitable. Like, this is what I want you guys to understand is the fears that you're having, or the thing that you're trying to avoid, is like a guaranteed part of the process, and you are wasting so much energy trying to avoid it. Okay. And for those that have ever, I say to Dave, avoiding fear is like trying to avoid a pothole in the roads in Barbados. If anybody's ever visited an island, you can imagine. I mean, the roads are actually pretty decent here compared to other islands we've been to. But the potholes are everywhere. And man, they aren't just like little potholes. Like, they are potholes that if that existed in a road in Canada, there would be like pylons everywhere. Like, you just wouldn't be, they just wouldn't be allowed. Okay. But that's what we do for fear. We're like, swerve, miss it. We're wasting all of our energy trying to avoid it. Whereas going through it is just so much easier than you actually think. Okay. So I really want you to dig in and understand that you, at many points in your life, you have been through fear, but it's also the thing that has held you back. It's also the thing that makes you feel like an imposter. It's also the thing that puts you in a state of self-doubt. Okay. But what I actually want you to do, and honestly, the reason I titled my book, You Can't Mess This Up, is because of this topic right here. Because honestly, I spent a good chunk of my life just being in fear and trying to avoid it. Okay. And I would call myself risk averse. I would get in my own way. I didn't feel enough. I felt like even if I did do it scared, that I was a huge imposter. And the fear of failure, it impacts every area of your life. Every area of your life. Okay. But what I want to really dig into with you today is going, okay, how do I acknowledge it and then move through it? Okay. Because it's that paralyzing fear that stops us from doing anything. Whether it's like a little risk or a big risk. All risks are perceived, by the way. Okay. There's nothing actually risky. Like, I got to a point where I was so sick of my own crap that I literally was like, I'm in a bigger risk of not doing something with my life than staying the same. Like, staying the same is the bigger risk, because I'm ready to just I just wake up and just want to punch myself in the face, because I was just so sick of my own self. I looked like I had everything together. Maybe this is you. You're like, I'm kind of getting sick of myself, because you're that one common denominator. You work with yourself, you sleep with yourself, you eat with yourself, you do everything with you, and you're constantly in your own way. Okay. But like I said, failure, the thing that you're trying to avoid, is a part of the process. It's actually a part of your success. It's a part of you getting to the other side. Okay. And every failure is actually a stepping stone for growth, if you allow it to be. Or you can sit there and be like, no, can't do it. Okay. What I want you to do is shift the perspective. And for those of you that are in the Activate membership portal, we're going to dig deeper into this, so don't worry about it. But I want you to shift your perspective. Okay. Think of a time when you failed. Okay. Even put yourself as a kid. Anybody learn how to ride a bike? Okay. Anybody learn how to walk? Okay, watch kids do this. They get up, they fall, they get back on, they keep going, but they don't stop. They're learning how to walk. They're bashing their head off the table and stumbling all over the place like they're hammered. They don't care. They get up and they go again. Okay. They learn from it and they keep going. They know I can't mess this up because my desire to learn how to walk or to ride a bike is greater than my fear. Well, then as we get to be well-meaning adults and we're so smart, we're so wisdomous, that then we start analyzing, well, this could happen and this could happen. And I have people relying on me now and I got to put food on the table and I got to do this and I got to do this. We put so much pressure on ourselves that our desire, because we think we can't have whatever it is that we want and put food on the table. We can't have whatever we want and have a healthy marriage and be healthy and have a lot of money and we don't live in an and world. We live in a, oh, I have to like self-sacrifice everything in order to get this one thing. Okay, you have examples of when you fell, but the older you got and the smarter you got, you stopped getting back up. You fall, you said, not doing that again. And what happens is when we create that plan B in our heads, right? We create the plan B and then we go, what's going to happen is we're going to constantly look for evidence that plan B needs to exist. The worst case scenario needs to exist. And then when the worst case scenario happens, because that's what we've been thinking about, we go, see, that's why I always have a backup plan. Yeah, me. Go my backup plan. No, stop, burn the boat to the backup plan. Okay. And the more you start believing in yourself and go, I'm so sick of being scared of everything. It's not serving me. I want more out of my life. I want a bigger impact. I want more money. I want more health. I want stronger relationships. I want. You're human. You want stuff. That's not selfish. That's being human. Own your humanness. Get out of your own damn way. There's my next book title. And like, do something with it. Okay, I want to hear from you guys. When you failed, how did you get back up? Did you get back up? Are you still sitting on the fact and like, again, self-sabotaging and self-doubting purely because you've proven to yourself so many times that you don't get back up when you fall, so you just may as well not set yourself up to fall? Guys, getting out of bed every day, you're setting yourself up to fall. But is that like the only risk you're willing to take in a day? Stepping out of your house? Okay, I want you to take that past perceived failure, because again, it's perception. I want you to reframe it. I want you to write down, what did you learn? How did it make you stronger? What other opportunities did it show you? Oh, well, when this didn't work out, it's because I then was supposed to meet this person, which then led me to this, which then led me to this, and then this worked out, and it was actually way better. Okay, the things you think aren't working out for you are actually working out for you in a really big way. Let me repeat that. The things you think haven't worked out for you have actually really worked out for you. And I promise you, there's no missed opportunities, because you're going to keep being given the opportunity put in a different kind of package. But if you don't have the self-image of someone that accepts the challenge and is not afraid to accept, you're going to keep shooting it down. And then guess what happens? You get to the end of your life. You're like, I regret this and this and this and this and this. And they're all going to be packaged in like the same sort of thing. You're not here to live your life with regrets. You're not here to just go through the motions and follow the followers. You're here to live out your humanness. And it's only your self-doubt and the fact that you're just burnout that's stopping you from doing it. Okay, your challenge this week, I want you to embrace failure. Okay, and if you're not in the Activate portal with us, I want you to download the Pursue You app. Go to your app store, download Pursue You, hop on into Activate, and let's start activating. do what we say we're going to do in there. Okay. We're talking about this stuff in there all month long, and it's juicy and you're worth it. Okay. Thank you for joining me. See you in there. Bye-bye.